Assalamualaikum. We are from Group 1, Section 6 from Computer Organizations and Architecture. Today we are going to do a presentation about our project code. So, my name is Narafika and my another group mates is Muhammad Amin Haikal, Omar Mokhtar and Kashfi. Okay, so my part today I will discuss on how we start our code implementation till the end. So let me start. Okay, so if you can see over here, they have mentioned from string 1 to string 6, which is the stir 1, stir 2, stir 3, stir 4, stir 5, and stir 6. Which is this is all we mentioned our strings, what we want in this project. So we will have on how please enter 4-digit hexadecimal integer, 2 complements of hex and is, and how to display the error and try again. And also we have the press any key to continue. So we have declared 3 types of store to and carry for any number to store in this value. And when we start our code, we will have the again loop where this one is to display on the 4 hexadecimal. And then we go into on how to read each of the character. We have this loop from read loop and then end the loop, and also we have put end line, which is the call CRLF, and also from there we also have the to display the 2 complement of hex, and we display back again the character number that we have get from the input character. And then from we get the input character, we go to the part of where it start for the conversion for the character, and we go there, which is for the trace loop. This is the part where we get the conversions. The conversion where it will display one by one after the 2 complement of the character input we put just now. So from the trace loop, we will detect whether the character is a digit or not. So if it was a digit, if we go to the if digit loop, where in the if digit loop, there will stop the register number with the TTH, which means if it minus with the TTH, if we got the value of digit from 0 or to 9. So that one on how we get the character digit. And after we have go to the if digit, we will go back to the compare AL 41H, and if it equal to the 41H, which is 41H is the value of a capital letter. If it was less than 41H, a capital letter incorrect ASCII code, that means it will auto display error, which means if you can see here error is to display that the number is error. And after we move to the error, it will jump to the try again loop, where try again loop is to mention to the user whether to try again, yes or no. So after compare AL and this code also, we cannot let the number to be less than 41H and greater more than 66H, which is the value of F small letter. And then if the number is 61H, which means in lowercase, we will connect it to the uppercase loop, which there will swap the register value with 20H, which means this one we will convert the value to the uppercase. Whenever the value is in a small letter, it will convert to the uppercase. And then after we have convert, we will go to compare the value with the 46H, which means this is the point where we will start to do the first complement and convert the number back to its value. So if you can see over here, we have the chart to hex loop. In this char to hex loop, it will have the register value to minus with the 37H, which means we will get the value and to negate the value, which means we will get the first complement here. And after we do the first complement here, we will jump to the second
look here,
complement.
we have second complement loop, which is a second complement loop is a function that has been called from character to hex loop. Okay, so for the second complement, first operation that we use in this loop is we set carry as 0. So 0 in hexa is 0h. And after that we compare if AL is a element that we carry is same with FH. If same, the instruction will go to the move. Move is a function that will set back AL to 0h since F in binary is 1111, and when we compile to the two compiler it becomes 0000. The same goes to the AL when we set to 0h, the same operation. So after that, when F back in binary is 1111, we first complement is 0000, and after the second complement it will leave a carry to the other element. So a move, it will the carry will set as 1. So means like in this function there's a 1 carry that will be added to the next element. And after that, okay, after that with the move and we add by 1. This is a basic thing in second complement. Since second complement we need to add 1 in the last character that we set. Okay, so in compare loop it will compare either AL as array of element is same with 9H. 9H in decimal is 9. If is lesser than 9, it will convert to the hex to character. Hex to character is a function to convert back hexa integer into the real character, and then it will jump to transfer. Transfer is a function that we transfer from one array to another array. That's all. That's all for second complement, move and compare.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. I am Muhammad Kashfi and I'll be presenting about our group's coding. So I'll be presenting about the head to child loop, transfer loop, and also reversing loop. So starting from head to child loop, in line 109, we first started off with the line which is used to turn back the AL value from heads to child. Then afterwards, in the transfer loop, we first move the AL value into the EDI array, which is where we stored the store2 variable, which afterwards we increased it by 1, and then we decreased the ESI and also the ECS, which afterwards we compare it with 0. So if the ECS and 0 is not equal, then we will move back to the trace loop above. But if it is equal, we will move to the reversing loop, which is where we use to shift the elements of the array, as well as the try again loop, which will print out the output that prompts the user if they want to input another value. So moving on to the reversing loop, we first started off with moving the value of 3, as in we set the counter EPS to 3 in order to fill in the elements of the array from the back, and then we set the counter of ECS to 4 because the size of the array is 4, and then we move the value of store2 into the ESI register. So in line 127, um, we stored the array of ESI plus EBX into the AL register, which we then display on the screen, which is basically the final value to be displayed to the user, and after that it decreases the array size until all of the values are displayed on the screen. Thank you.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Omar Mokhtar and I would like to present the code that has been done by my group, and I will explain about the error loop in the code, the try again loop, the ending loop, and also I will show you the output of the program. So here in the error loop in line 70, we will first display the string stored in str4, which is error, to indicate that the inputted by the user is invalid, and then we will jump to the try again loop. So in the try again loop, we will prompt the user to either input y or n, to make them choose whether they want to enter the 4-digit hexadecimal again. And the input can either be uppercase or lowercase, but must be y or n. So here in line 139, we will compare the input char with the capital Y, and we'll jump to the again loop if is equal to Y capital. And here in line 141, we will compare the input char with Y lowercase, and if it's equal to the Y lowercase, we will also jump to the again loop to make to make the user enter in the 4-digit hexadecimal again. So here in line 143, we will compare the input char with capital N, and if it's equal to capital N, we will jump to the ending loop to end the program. And in line 145, we will compare the input char with lowercase n, and if the if the input char is equal to lowercase n, we will jump to the ending loop. So here in line 147, we will compare the input char with 0, and we will jump back to the try again loop if it's not equal to 0. So here in the ending loop, we will display the string stored in str6, which is press any key to continue, and the user will press any key to continue and will end the program. So I will show you the output of the program. So start the program. Okay, so now we just enter any 4-digit hexadecimal. So enter in, can either be lowercase or uppercase. So it will output the two's complement of see, I input in A1 B2, and it will output the two's complement of the hexadecimal, which is 5E 4E. So see, and just like I said, it will prompt the user to if they want to enter in again, we can press Y, and will show and will make us enter in the 4-digit hexadecimal again. So I will type in another 4-digit hexadecimal, and here it will output the two's complement of the 4-digit hexadecimal that I type. And okay, so now I want to end the program. Let's say I want to end program. I press N, and it will say, see, it will output press any key to continue, and if I press any key, then the program ends. So that's all for me, and thank you very much.